Have you ever felt that your life is harder than everyone else's, with no logical explanation? Have you ever wondered why, even when you try to do good, it feels like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders? Then know this: that is not your weakness, it's a sign. And if you've made it this far, it's because there is something within you that the spiritual world recognizes and fears. What I'm about to tell you is not about religion. It's about spiritual reality. A reality that many people ignore, but that you can feel. In your skin, in your soul, in the silence of your nights. The demon knows exactly who the chosen ones are. He recognizes your energy, your mission, and your potential, even before you become aware of it yourself. And that's why he tries to stop you. Maybe you think you're losing, that you're alone. But what you're going through is proof that you are indeed chosen. There are signs that show it. And when you understand those signs, everything changes. You stop blaming yourself and start preparing, because this invisible war is not the end. It's the beginning of your awakening. I want to show you this. No sensationalism, no empty promises. Just the truth. The truth that sets you free, strengthens you, and reminds you of who you are. And by the end of this video, you'll see your story in a different way. My name is George, and I created this channel not to speak to everyone, but to the chosen ones. If this message touched something inside you, subscribe and stay with me until the end. There is something about you that unsettles others. Even without opening your mouth, even if you don't realize it, your presence changes the environment. Strangers look at you. Some approach you with respect. Others avoid you, and you feel it. It's as though the air itself shifts when you arrive. This happens because you carry light. A light that cannot be bought or learned. It's a mark, a spiritual sign that you were set apart for something greater. But this light does not go unnoticed, not in the physical world and even less in the spiritual one. The demon senses that light. He knows when a chosen one awakens. He knows when you begin to question, to seek deeper meaning, to stop accepting what the world tries to shove down your throat. Your energy rises, and that becomes a problem for him. You don't need to have done great things. The simple fact that you are waking up spiritually is enough to be noticed. Your soul begins to emit a different frequency, a vibration that disturbs any presence of darkness. Some people feel good around you. Others get irritated for no reason. Some say you are different. Others accuse you of being too intense, too sensitive, too good. All of that is a reflection of what you carry, and the spiritual world sees it clearly. The demon recognizes your light because it bothers him. It exposes everything he tried to hide. It reminds him of truth, of purity, of the connection with the divine, and that memory is unbearable to one who rejected all of it. That's why the attacks begin. They come in the form of fatigue, discouragement, senseless criticism, or people you like drifting away. They come as pressure in your mind, as emotional crises that seem to appear out of nowhere. But it's not out of nowhere. It's a direct response to your spiritual energy growing. When you connect with your essence, you become a real threat. Your presence activates discomfort wherever darkness exists. You can enter a place and change everything without realizing it. People start to act differently. Some reject you, others follow you. This isn't pride, it's spirituality. The invisible world recognizes you, analyzes you, watches you. And when it notices that you're breaking free from the bubble, from sameness, from distraction, an alarm goes off. A chosen one is awakening. This light you carry can ignite others. That is the true fear of darkness. Because when one awakens, others awaken with them. And that creates a chain of liberation that cannot be stopped. So yes, When you feel like you're being watched, when you notice something strange in the air, it isn't paranoia. It's spiritual. It's recognition. The world of shadows feels when the light begins to shine brightly. You are not just anyone. You were set apart. Your soul already knew this before your mind could understand it. And now that you've begun to remember who you are, everything will try to stop you. But that's because you're heading in the right direction. You know those moments when everything seems about to work out, and then suddenly everything freezes? Problems appear, plans fall apart, people vanish, and the ground that seems solid simply cracks. That isn't bad luck. That's an attack. And yes, it's targeted. The enemy knows how to recognize the moment when a chosen one starts walking with more clarity. That's when he takes action. You might not notice it immediately, but these blockages are calculated. They don't attack random areas of your life. They go straight for what matters most to you, for what motivates you, for what is about to lift you higher spiritually. You feel as though the universe is against you. But in reality, it's a force opposing your awakening. Because if you succeed, people around you will see that it's possible, and that breaks the spiritual control that keeps so many imprisoned. The demon tries to block your steps through things that stir your emotions. He knows he can't touch your soul, so he attacks where he can. Your relationships, your dreams, your faith. Just when you start to trust yourself, doubt appears. When you rise, you stumble. When you decide to stand firm, the blow comes. All perfectly calculated to make you stop. These attacks are not punishment, they are interference. And the closer you get to your purpose, the more intense they become, which shows that you are closer than you think. But here's the secret. Each challenge, each barrier, is a kind of training. It's your spirit being forged. The weight you feel isn't meant to destroy you. It's meant to prepare you. The chosen are not spared. They are trained. And that hurts. It hurts to lose, to be disappointed, to fall again. But each time you rise, you are spiritually stronger, more aware, more aligned. You might not see it now. You might even be tired from starting over so many times. But deep down, something inside you insists. Something says, I can't give up now. That voice is real. It's your soul reminding you of your mission. Those without light are not attacked. Those without purpose are not disturbed. If things are hard, it's because you carry something that is worth much in the spiritual world. Something that must be protected, but also activated. These obstacles don't come to punish you. They come to reveal you. To draw out of you a strength you didn't even know you had. And the enemy, even while trying to stop you, ends up being a tool that pushes you toward your destiny, because the more he strikes, the more you awaken. This battle is not only yours, it belongs to all the chosen ones. That's why even in silence, even in pain, you feel you're not completely alone. There is something greater guiding you. And when you understand that, nothing can stop you. You sleep well, eat properly, try to keep your balance, but you're still tired. A kind of tiredness that isn't normal. It comes from within. It's not just physical. It's from the soul, as if something were draining your energy while you live. And that's exactly what's happening. It's the spiritual war taking place in the background. While you smile on the outside, your spirit is fighting, and that consumes energy, even if you can't see it. The battle isn't against people. It's against forces that don't want you to move forward. This kind of exhaustion is a sign. When you start aligning with your mission, your energy rises, and the forces around you try to stop you, because they know you can awaken others with your light. It's like carrying something invisible on your shoulders, a burden no one sees, but you feel it all the time. The world demands strength, productivity, presence. But it has no idea of the spiritual weight you carry. And when you try to explain, no one seems to understand. They think it's laziness, drama, or exaggeration. But it's not. It's real. Spiritual fatigue is one of the most used weapons against the chosen ones, because when we're weak, we become more vulnerable. The intention is clear: to weaken you from the inside until you give up on what you were born to do. But here's the truth. If your path were irrelevant, the enemy wouldn't waste so much energy trying to stop you. You feel the exhaustion, but you also feel something calling you to keep going. A silent force that persists. That force is your soul. Even tired, it knows you must continue. Take care of your energy like a warrior. Sometimes the most spiritual battle is simply to rest, to withdraw, to recharge. Because even light needs pauses to keep shining brightly. You are not weak. You are at war, and even so, you're still standing. That alone already shows who you are. There are days when you wake up well, strong, full of faith, and suddenly, a doubt enters like a dark cloud. You start to question everything. Is it really true? Am I really chosen? What if all of this is just my imagination? Those thoughts aren't yours. They were placed there, planted with intention. Just when you're about to take an important step, those voices appear to try to stop you. It's strategy. The enemy doesn't need to hurt you physically. If he can paralyze you from within, he uses what seems most harmless. Thought. A whisper here. An insecurity there. Until it turns into a mental storm. And the most dangerous thing is that these doubts come in your own voice. It seems like it's you thinking, reflecting. But it's not. They're spiritual interferences disguised as logic. Because if evil appeared with an evil face, you'd recognize it immediately. The most effective way to attack a chosen one is to make them doubt their own light. And it works because the chosen are sensitive. They feel everything. Think deeply. Expect too much from themselves. And through that gap, doubt enters. But here's a secret you must keep. The doubts that come from the light create growth. The ones that come from the darkness paralyze. One expands you. The other closes you. Feel the difference. When those crises come, don't despair. Don't fight them with force. Fight them with awareness. Say to yourself, "This isn't mine, I won't feed this voice." And return to your truth. Your truth is that inner calm that reminds you who you are, even when everything seems to be falling apart. That voice doesn't shout, doesn't force. It whispers steadily and guides you in silence. The chosen ones feel more, think more, question more. That's not weakness. It's part of the journey. But you need to learn to identify what comes from you and what was planted to hold you back. You are stronger than you think, and your mind isn't just anyone's battlefield. Protect it as sacred ground, because from it comes your direction. Most people think that the day is the only time of battle. But for the chosen ones, the night is a battlefield. It's when the body rests, but the spirit remains alert. Maybe you've experienced this before and never knew why. Nightmares that feel real, sleep paralysis, the sensation of being watched in the dark, waking up tired, with your heart racing, as if you had fought all night long. This is not just psychological, it's spiritual. During sleep, your rational mind slows down. Your spirit temporarily separates from your body. And in that state, it becomes more sensitive, more accessible. What is invisible during the day reveals itself in the shadows of the night. Dark entities know this vulnerability, and that's when they try to come close. They try to reach you through where you're most sensitive. Your fears, your memories, your traumas. They infiltrate your dreams and distort everything. The intention is simple. to lower your vibration, to make you wake up already drained, insecure, and faithless. If they manage to shake you in the first hours of the day, they already create spiritual delay, as if blocking your light at dawn. But the chosen have resources. You can protect yourself even while sleeping, and it doesn't take complicated rituals, only a clear intention before lying down. Speak to what you believe in. Ask for protection. Visualize a golden light surrounding your bed, your body, your spirit. Say firmly, "My sleep is sacred. No negative energy can touch me." These words, when spoken with faith, create a real field of light. And that light repels any shadow that tries to come close. And if you have an attack, if you wake up scared, tired, or confused, breathe. Come back to yourself. Remember, they attack because they recognize your strength. A spirit without purpose isn't visited, but a chosen one in growth is closely observed. Those difficult nights don't mean you're losing. On the contrary, they are proof that you are advancing. Darkness reacts when light begins to illuminate territories that have long been asleep. You have more power than you imagine. The spiritual world knows this, and that's why it tries to weaken you. But when you know yourself, protect yourself, and align yourself, they can no longer reach you in the same way. Even while you sleep, your light is felt. What you carry inside you goes beyond the limits of the body. And what comes from the light cannot be destroyed, only disturbed. Maybe you've never been able to explain it, but you feel you have something to do in this world. Something greater. Something not yet fully clear, but that keeps calling you from within, like a soundless voice, a silent pull. That feeling isn't your imagination. It's your mission, a spiritual task entrusted to you before you were even born. And the more you grow, the more this mission reveals itself. The demon tries to erase that calling. He whispers that it's ego, that it's an illusion, that you're not special. He shows you shiny paths, beautiful distractions but empty ones, all to make you forget what really matters. Because he knows that once you remember who you are, nothing can contain your light. He doesn't just fear you. He fears what you awaken in others. Every time you help someone awaken, a chain of liberation begins, and you can feel when you're off your path. That restlessness comes, a silent unease, even when everything seems fine on the outside. Because the soul feels. The soul knows the mission doesn't abandon you. Sometimes you try to ignore it, pretend you don't hear it, but it comes back. It comes back in the silences, in the dreams, in the pains. It comes back when everything fails and you're left alone with your truth. The mission doesn't shout, but it also doesn't stay silent. You don't need to know every detail. The mission doesn't reveal itself all at once. It appears in fragments. With every step, a new part is revealed. With each fall, a new strength emerges. It's through living that you find it. Every pain you've experienced had a purpose. Every loss, every disappointment, all of it shaped you. Nothing was for nothing. Everything was part of your preparation. The enemy tried to destroy you, but only helped to make you stronger. You have a role in this world. Even if you don't completely understand it, you already feel it. And that's enough to keep going, because those who feel, move. And those who walk in truth, arrive. Don't run from what calls you. You were created for this. Your life is more than routine, more than survival. You are part of something much greater. Something that changes everything when you say yes. And that yes, even in silence, terrifies the darkness. Maybe you think you're losing, that you're broken inside, that you have no strength left. But what you don't realize, or maybe are just beginning to realize, is that the simple fact that you're still here is what terrifies the enemy the most. He's already tried everything. Doubt, fatigue, loss, confusion, rejection, silence. He's seen you cry, lose hope, isolate yourself. He waited for you to give up, but you're still here. And that to him is terrifying, because he knows that a chosen one who endures, even while wounded, becomes unstoppable. Every tear you wipe with your own hands becomes spiritual armor. Every time you rise after a fall, you become wiser, stronger, more grounded. You are someone the entire spiritual world watches. The light you carry disturbs more than any words ever could, because it's real, because it was forged in pain and perseverance. It wasn't luck, it was battle. And you've won fights no one else saw. Internal wars that were never told. And even without applause or recognition, you keep going. That's what makes you chosen. The enemy hates your light. But more than that, he fears your persistence. Because it shows something he lost long ago. Faith. And faith can't be bought, can't be taught, can't be faked. It's revealed through endurance. It's easy to believe when everything is fine. But the chosen believe in the dark. They keep going even without strength, even without understanding. They carry the light when everything around them is shadow. And that's why your presence matters so much. Have you noticed that nothing in your life came easily? It's not because God forgot you. It's because you're different. It's because you have the capacity to endure processes that would destroy other people. And every time you choose not to give up, even without seeing results, you win. Not in the world of men, but in the invisible world. Every small act of faith you make is a strike against darkness. The demon tried to extinguish your flame. But what he didn't understand is that the more he blows, the brighter you shine. Your light doesn't depend on approval. It comes from your origin. And what comes from the origin cannot be broken. You're not late. You're not lost. You're being prepared. Everything that's happened to you has a greater purpose. Not to punish you, but to shape you. Like a warrior who must go through real training. The chosen aren't formed through ease. They reveal themselves in the middle of chaos. They learn to hear God in the silence. They learn to walk without a map. They learn to trust even when everything falls apart. And that changes everything. Because when you understand that you're being trained and not punished, you stop blaming yourself. You begin to rise differently. Not in haste, but in strength. Not with arrogance, but with clarity. The greatest victory of the chosen one isn't winning external battles. It's not losing their essence in the midst of them, and that you're already doing. If you've made it this far, it's because you're awakening. And that awakening is the greatest proof that you haven't been defeated. The light you carry wasn't made to hide. It was made to guide, to heal, to open paths. The enemy knows this. That's why he invests so much against you. But what he can't control is your spirit. He can try to delay you, but he can never erase who you are. You are the one who, even without knowing everything, keeps seeking. Who, even without seeing everything, keeps believing. And who, even without understanding everything, keeps loving. That's what makes you invincible. Keep going, even tired, even afraid, even without support. Because your journey is real. And every step, no matter how small, is an act of spiritual warfare. You are building something the world cannot yet see. But heaven already recognizes. Hell fears you because it has recognized you. But heaven sustains you because it has chosen you. If you've made it this far, understand one thing. You are not ordinary. It's not exaggeration. It's not vanity. It's a fact. Because ordinary people don't carry the weight that you carry. Ordinary people don't face the same inner battles, the silent attacks, the tests that come without warning and without logic. Everything you've been through has a name. Spiritual recognition. You've been recognized. And when that happens, the battle begins. It's not visible, but it's constant. That's why there's fatigue without explanation. That's why the strange dreams. That's why the falls, the losses, the delays. It's not bad luck. It's not destiny. It's an attempt to stop you, but you keep going. And that's what disturbs the darkness the most. Because the chosen one, even when wounded, keeps going. And every time you choose not to fade away, you become stronger. Maybe you don't see it yet, but every battle you faced has been shaping you for something much greater than you imagine. You were trained in the dark to shine at the right time. You're understanding this now. You're feeling it in your skin. And even without all the answers, you're here, searching. That is light. The chosen one doesn't seek religion, status, or a stage. He seeks because he feels, because he knows, and because he can't pretend anymore that he's just another person. And if you've listened this far, it's because your soul can't stand being on autopilot anymore. You want truth. And that's what I want you to do now. Use the comments section to share what you truly felt during this video. Don't write a generic phrase. Don't say what sounds nice. Say what you've lived, what you recognized inside yourself, what hurt in silence, or which part of the video felt like it spoke directly to you. This space isn't for likes, it's for healing. Sometimes, when we write, we understand better. And when we read what others write, we realize we're not alone. That's light being spread. So comment as if you were writing a letter to yourself, without filters. Say what you normally wouldn't say out loud. This place is for that. And if you want to continue walking this path with me, subscribe here to the channel. This space isn't for everyone. It's for those who feel, for those who've been beaten down by life and know it wasn't in vain. See you in the next video. And now, it's your turn. Open your heart in the comments and show that you're here, whole, real, and in progress.